It's bright and hot, and it's 2:13 p.m. And I'm sitting on the porch, as I do most every day, sometimes for quite a while or more than once. And today we had a class involving performance and storytelling, which was pretty cool. I got to skip around the block, which was, I don't know, surprisingly tiring, actually. I always thought skipping was, oh my gosh, there's a hawk up there. Or an osprey or something. Can you see it? Oh. I don't know if that caught, but yeah. I like all the birds around here, the raptors and stuff. Sometimes you just see them flying really close, like from telephone pole to telephone pole. Pretty sweet. Someone asked me recently if I missed trees living in Florida, which I'm not sure what she was thinking, because there are quite a lot of trees in Florida, fortunately. They're different from the trees I'm used to, but sometimes that's nice to see a different kind of ecology and wildlife. And car. Lots of palms, which are funny looking. They're really more closely related to grasses than, trees like oaks, palms are. They produce chlorophyll in a slightly different way. They just have those long stalks, no branches, one system straight up. There's a word for that, but I already forget what it was. Anyway, so we had our class today, and the guest instructor told a very personal story about swimming and drowning and not drowning, and I guess this is sort of like a nascent performance piece in progress, and I was very gratified to hear that just telling people personal stories from your own life can be considered a type of art, because I do that all the time without even thinking about it, in a manner of speaking. I mean, that's not the bulk of my conversation, because I actually get weirdly reticent when I'm around people in person like that. Oh, I think I'm amiable and all, but I don't even like telling people my full name or my age, so of course I'm usually not going to just come out with a really deep personal story, although it's funny, when other people get confessional to you, even if it's somewhat manufactured or in a professional capacity, or that they're sharing a confidence, partly so that, you in turn may open up to them and share confidences of your own, it still works for me. Like, I feel I've been given something, and I want to reciprocate and give something back. I suppose I have a lot of water stories I could have told, but anyway, she was talking at one point about how her father taught her to swim as a child by just picking her up and throwing her into the deep end of the pool, and this is also how I was taught to swim. It's not really a method I would recommend. I think it's effective for many children, but also it tends to cause like a mild fear of, in her case, water, and in my case, well, combined with other things, I think it just created this, lifelong conviction that at any point, for no reason that I could comprehend, a larger person might just suddenly decide to do something to me, or place me in a very uncomfortable, unpleasant scenario, just because they could. Or, for whatever their own idea of my own good was. And I think that can create kind of a self-reliance and ability to contend with unknown and unexpected and frightening situations pretty well. But, it also creates sort of a distrust of people and a tendency to be on your guard, even in situations where it's really not beneficial for you to be. Possibly it creates the type of person who doesn't like to tell other people their name or their age or where they live in conversations as an adult for no good reason. It's not as though, as far as I know, anyone is out to get me at this point. So I told her that back. I wonder how common that is. Adults just picking up children and chucking them into bodies of water. It's also funny because she was talking about how her mother would have dreams about her drowning and tell her this very inappropriately, and this made her afraid of drowning. And my mom was also very afraid that I would drown as a child because I had seizures, and if you have a seizure in the water, that is what tends to happen. Also, my mom is just overprotective. But I don't know, I've been afraid of lots of things. I was never really scared of drowning, and I did almost drown multiple times, but I still loved the water, and I don't think I ever really cared about that. I don't think it was something that really frightened me. It's uncomfortable to go under, but once you submit to the fact that you're not going to get any air and, the water is going to go into your lungs, and you just kind of stop struggling and sort of, it's not, I wouldn't say it's as terrible. I really do think the fear and the struggling against your situation is maybe 8 or 9/10 of why it's frightening or unpleasant. And if you realize you can do nothing and you just accept it, then it's quite endurable. I think maybe everything is quite endurable. So that's what I'm thinking about out here on the porch today. And the sky is bright, the clouds are fluffy. It's Friday, September 11th, now 2:21 p.m. My name is Leah, and I think this is dirt on my shoulder. And some white stuff. I'm not sure what it is. Wouldn't it be weird if that were fungus? Probably not, but I can dream. See ya.